Hello and elsewhere, which means good day and halkamalum. Today in career education, we will be looking at the knowledge and motivation surveys that are located within myBlueprint. Before we get started on that, your first activity will be to share your interest survey results with a peer. Activity 2 is to complete the knowledge and motivation surveys and reflections, but before we send you off to do that, we'll give you a little bit of background information on them. So what is the knowledge survey about? Basically, you're going to look at what subjects do you love? We all have at least one class we look forward to. Whatever subject it is, if you like it, you can probably find a career in it. To prepare for this survey, ask yourself, what are your favorite subjects and how might these relate to careers? And what are some ways to categorize careers? After your knowledge survey is done, it will match you with some career clusters. But what is a career cluster? Let's take a look. Now that you know what career clusters are, we'll just take a quick look at what the motivation survey is about. All right, so in your motivation survey, you will be answering questions that will help you to discover what motivates you in the world of work. Do you want to make a lasting impact? Is independence important to you? When you know what drives you, you can look for opportunities that help to fulfill your career objectives. Some people are driven by achievement. They want to know that they've accomplished something. They like to finish a list. They like to have a big project and feel really good when it's done. Some people are driven by the working environment. That's the most important thing to them. They want to be outside, or they want to be in a job where they can move around a lot, or they like to be in a job where they're just chilling out at a desk. Some people really want to interact with people. Some people don't. What is the working environment that people crave, and how important is that to you? Some people are driven by recognition. Some people are driven by relationships. The most important thing to them is to work with a team that supports each other. Or maybe they want to be a person who supports other people. Relationships can be a big driving motivational factor. Some people look for a really supportive environment. They want the support of others around them, and that's super important. Other people prefer independence. They want to know what they have to do, but they want to be able to work independently to get there. So let's just jump into myBlueprint and take a look at how these surveys are completed and what we're going to do with them. All right, so once you've signed into myBlueprint, you get to this page and you can go over to the Who Am I on the left, where you will find your surveys. Now, if you've done one of the surveys for this week in the past, you can simply click on the Restart button to restart the survey. And that's really important to do each year, at least once a year. So you'll go through and complete the survey. Once it's completed, you can view the report in detail, and you can also add it to your portfolio. So I'm going to actually add it to the portfolio, and I can even view the report from there. And then you can close that. And you're going to repeat for the motivation survey. So you can go and restart or the survey if you've done it before, or you can click, there'll be a blue start button if you haven't done it before. Complete the survey and you can add it to your portfolio. Then you can open up your portfolio, so you can go to the home button and access your portfolios right here. Find the portfolio for this course. And you will see here, there's your top motivation factor, your top subject area, and you can view the report in detail by clicking on this button. So I'll start with the knowledge one, go through all of the information, and you can read it in quite a bit of detail. Always a good idea to click on Learn More and to explore the information. So you can see my top career cluster here, some of the information about it, so forth. So I'm going to hop back to my portfolio, and I can do the same thing for my motivation factor. I can view my report by clicking here, and when I'm ready to add a reflection, I can add the reflection by clicking on that button. Typing in my reflection. You can even copy and paste the questions into your reflection so that you make sure you answer each of them thoroughly, and when you're done, you'll click on Post. Okay, so you've done your survey, you've added it to your portfolio, you know how to add a reflection. What are we going to put in our reflections? For the knowledge survey, these are the questions that you will find in your supporting documents for this class. You're going to tell what your 3 top subject areas are, what topics they include, what your top career cluster is, and what are some of the things in this career cluster would enjoy. Is it suited to your interests? And you also can think about if there's anything you strongly agree or disagree with, or anything that surprises you. For your motivation survey, your reflection will tell your top motivation factor, what types of opportunities you should look for, what your second motivation factor is, and the types of opportunities that align with that. Now, this is a marked assignment and a marked course, so these kind of reflections give you a chance to fully meet expectations and be really proficient, or to even exceed them by going more in depth and offering more insight, showing that you really read the reports that are attached to each survey. So your checklist for the week, you're going to share the results of your interest survey with a peer. And this is really important actually, because you can see the differences and things that are the same, and understand how different people's results can impact their future choices and help you to better understand others and yourself. You're going to complete 2 new surveys, the knowledge and motivation surveys, and you're going to add a reflection on each survey. So first you'll add each survey into your portfolio, click on the Add Reflection button, and use the prompts that you're given. And that's it for me. We will see you next week. I hope you all have a super week.